What if Shanks trained Luffy? Chapter 3, Sky Island Saga. After the defeat of Crocodile, the Straw Hats became one of the most feared rookie crews in the Grand Line. Monkey D. Luffy's bounty rose to 300 million berry, while the rest of the crew also received unusually massive increases for pirates who had only recently entered the Grand Line. Across the seas, rumors about a pirate secretly trained by Shanks began spreading rapidly. But while the world focused on their fame, the Straw Hats themselves focused only on becoming stronger. Every night aboard the Going Merry became harsh training. Luffy constantly pushed the crew beyond their limits because he already understood that the enemies ahead would be far worse than anything they had faced so far. Zoro's swordsmanship became sharper with every battle as he slowly awakened armament haki. Sanji's speed and instincts improved rapidly, and Usopp unknowingly began developing observation haki through endless sniper training. Even Robin noticed how differently this crew operated compared to every pirate crew she had ever traveled with. Unlike other captains, Luffy genuinely wanted every member strong enough to survive the new world together. Soon afterward, the Straw Hats arrived at Jaya, where most pirates mocked the existence of Sky Island. However, unlike everyone else, Luffy immediately sensed something strange about the island and the people around it. During their stay, the crew briefly encountered Marshal D. Teach. Unlike Cannon, Blackbeard paid extremely close attention to Luffy from the very beginning. The stories about the pirate wearing Roger's straw hat, defeating Crocodile, and possessing haki before entering the New World had already spread across the underworld. The moment Teach sensed Luffy's presence personally, he realized something terrifying was growing far faster than expected. Still, neither side fought. Both instinctively understood their real clash belonged to the future. The Straw Hats eventually reached Skypiea, where the Sky People quickly realized these pirates were nothing like ordinary Blue Sea visitors. The priests serving Enel relied heavily on mantra, but they were shocked to discover Luffy and parts of his crew could already sense attacks before they happened. For the first time, the Straw Hats fought like warriors already prepared for impossible battles. Meanwhile, Robin uncovered deeper clues connected to Joy Boy, the Void Sentry, and the ancient civilization hidden within the Sky Island. The more she learned, the more she understood why the world government feared the true history so desperately. At the center of Skypiea stood Enel himself, a man who viewed himself as a god above humanity. At first, Enel laughed after discovering Luffy's rubber body made him immune to lightning. But as the battle continued, Enel slowly realized the terrifying truth. Luffy wasn't surviving because of Devil Fruit advantage alone. His speed, haki, and combat instincts already resembled those of powerful New World fighters. When Luffy activated Gear 2 publicly for the first time, the battlefield changed completely. Steam exploded from his body as his speed became so overwhelming that even Enel's observation haki struggled to react. Every punch carried armament haki powerful enough to damage Enel directly despite his Logi abilities. The battle shook all of Skypiea as massive lightning storms covered the sky, but in the end, Luffy completely overwhelmed Enel and shattered his god complex along with his army. After Enel's defeat, the Straw Hats celebrated beneath the stars, while Robin quietly studied the Golden Bell and the ancient writings connected to Roger. For a brief moment, Luffy heard the distant echo of Roger's laughter through the ruins, though he didn't fully understand why. By the time the crew descended back to the Blue Sea, their new bounty posters spread rapidly across the world once again. Luffy's bounties skyrocketed to 500 million berry, placing him near the level of the weakest admirals in overall combat ability and threat. Zoro rose to 160 million berry, Sanji climbed to 110 million berry, Robin reached 120 million berry, Usopp shocked everyone with 70 million berry, Nami increased to 35 million berry, and Chopper hilariously reached only 1,000 berry. Across the seas, whispers began spreading that the Straw Hats were no longer simply a dangerous rookie crew. They were beginning to resemble the foundation of a future Emperor crew, and deep within the New World, even the Yonko had started paying attention to the boy wearing Roger's straw